Another commentary done by Diggity on behalf of StarCastTV. Bottom left-hand corner, we have Soma starting as the purple Zerg. Upper left-hand corner, we have JYJ starting as the green Terran. This is going to be on Polypoid. I have seen a shift recently so actually there's a lot of shifts happening in the meta right now, I have noticed. So Terran timing builds versus Protoss seem to not, I don't want to say they're totally figured out by everybody, but it seems like at the upper echelons, the Protoss players have managed to negate that, and that has resulted in Terran playing more aggressive at all stages and having some success there, which has resulted in Protoss going for more defensive Dragoon bunches with Vultures. Because of the early aggression from Terran versus Zerg as well, I have seen Zerg experimenting with more aggressive mid-game plays to try to eliminate their opponents before they're able to get... So basically in that space where the initial science vessels are out, there's only 2 irradiates, but no radiate past that. And I've seen aggressive combos of Hydralisk Lurkers, Mutalisk Lurker, pressing all the way up as Defilers are coming online, if they can manage the timing with that layer tech. And I think that's very much in response to everything that Terran has been throwing out lately with the extreme aggression on their part. Speaking of aggression, JYJ building a forward barracks. He does have a supply depot behind this, so eventually this can lift off to pull back. One problem with this spawn location though is barracks units spawn to the bottom, lower bottom corner. So getting the barracks in a great position in the top right for a good seal where you're also producing Marines in a defensible position is a little bit more challenging. Looks like the drone scout moving out. Probably going to see this barracks as it's produced, but this forward Marine allows for some forward aggression against 12 hatch and 11 hatch play. Drone taking a bit of damage. It looks like it's going to trail off to the right, sees that forward barracks, and it looks like it's just going to retreat from there, allow the Overlord to do the remainder of the scouting. Marine already making its way to the natural expansion. Let's see if drones pull off, because you do need drones just in case that SCV decides to drop a bunker at the natural expansion. It looks like we do have an additional SCV and Marine. And this is a difficult situation for Soma, because he's kind of in the dark as far as how many drones he should pull. Because this might be more aggressive play with that might have been 8, but instead it looks like he's going to dedicate at least 6 drones. This is versus 3 Marines and 2 SCVs, and this is a big economic hit to start. The drone that was damaged earlier going to go ahead and back out, but this is also in between buying time until those Zerglings are able to take the field. The drone's able to swarm, pick off, able to get a little damage on one of the Marines. 4 Marines still standing. That bunker looks like it's going to complete. It's not in range of that hatchery, but that might allow for some jumping. So this barrack, or this bunker covering this bunker. The drone's looking to cut off reinforcements. It looks like it's just going to be 4 Marines, 2 there, 2 here. They're peeling forward. The Zerglings are now swarming out. This was a massive larva investment to start, surrounding the bunker. One SCV getting boxed out of the repair and quickly taken out. Otherwise, 1 drone goes down, 2 drone go down to follow. But now does JYJ have the front door seal to defend against the counterattack? Because we got 5 Zerglings streaming, and that could have been 7, streaming towards the natural expansion, only a single Marine to defend. And keep in mind, they're going to spawn on the exterior. So SCV's there to blockade. Command center plop down as well. Zerglings trying to force their way through. 1 SCV down. Going one at a time, and yeah, those Marines dying as they're popping out. Still trying to wind their way through. Honestly, if I was Soma, I would be kind of happy just keeping the Zerglings alive and trying to pick off the Marines as they spawn to keep that count smaller and try to play the recovery from there. Behind this layer, 2/3 finished. And somehow 15 drones out for Soma. I'm a little bit surprised he was able to manage that. The Zerglings going ahead and backing off. Second barracks being built and a refinery tacked on behind this. As far as a follow-up though, another Marine gets picked off on the exterior. I love it from Soma, being ever the aggressor here. Bunker cleaned up there. Spire on the way. Now, secondary problems for JYJ. This could turn into a very fast game if he's not able to get sufficient anti-air up in time. He's got that academy constructing, but he's only got 3 Marines, maybe a 4th Marine out by the time that Spire... Well, never mind. The Spires didn't start as rapidly as I thought it did. He should be okay. I take it back. He'll be fine. He'll be able to get the Marines out there, but he's still going to have to play very, very defensively. Lost a good amount of Marines towards that initial effort, and that's also giving... I'm not going to say a free 3rd hatchery, but a less threatened 3rd hatchery that looks like it's going on the low ground bottom right-hand corner for Soma. Soma feeling very confident there. I don't know if he's trying to dodge Comsat or if he just knows that it's going to be more challenging to scout right this second. But just in case there was a Comsat bottom right where the 6 o'clock location, might try to convince JYJ that, oh, hey, yeah, I'm going for a Mutalisk Skull-in to follow up. Considering there were fewer Marines in the early stages, might be a convincing play. We'll have to see. Though no Comsat being dropped as of yet, we do have 2 additional medics. He's fine. He's got the 8 Marines. What was I talking about? Plenty of Marines. 8 Marines, 2 medics now to follow up. Things starting to, with a little bit of delay, looking like a more normal mid-game. JYJ starting to challenge that front. There is a single sunken colony. And as those Mutalisks are produced, I don't know that a second sunken colony is going to be necessary here. Mutalisks should be out in plenty of time, but JYJ going very, very deep. This is kind of the dead man's point. Once you go past that, you're committed to engaging the front. And we already have a second creep colony being dropped. That was before the Comsat, and there's the Mutalisks. Overlord spots the Marines as they're coming across. Again, now I'm concerned with the anti-air, because this is why you can't get back in time. So 4 Mutalisks, in the 5th Mutalisk trailing, able to get in the main before turret is even up, protecting that barracks. The second missile turret not there in time otherwise. Finally, the Marines trailing in from the natural expansion, but this ball is still stranded. So it looks like JYJ... I don't know if that Comsat found that additional hatchery bottom right or what, but now going for the counterattack, he's going to go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice some SCVs and wipe out a second base, just presuming that was I guess the SCV must have scouted it early. No additional turret up as well. JYJ below workers now, as Soma able to decimate those lines. So yes, this is going to be a 3rd hatchery takedown with 3 drones, but I don't know that that's going to be worth it. The Mutalisks moving cross position to engage this. The drones trying to draw some of that fire away to preserve the hatchery. The Mutalisks inbound, that should be sufficient to defend. Looks like some of those Marines were split off from JYJ, recognizing that he didn't want to sacrifice the entirety of his army. A little bit of a miscalculation potentially, because if he had left another 1 or 2, maybe 3 Marines, he would have gotten that hatchery. 3rd gas instantly dropped. Creep colony maybe wants a second creep colony and another sunken as quickly as possible. So now JYJ behind economically. He doesn't even have... does he getting the factory up? So the factory's up, but it's late. He's still on 2 barracks rather than 3. Soma has more workers than him. Hydralist and Queen's Nest being dropped behind this, so not purely crazy Zerg style, but kind of because of all the insanity that happened early game, it is going to be a shift more towards that vector. This is a very damaged base in the right-hand corner, so that will have to be watched. But Soma going to work again, recognizing the low barracks count. JYJ was trying to make up for it with more turrets. Again, able to halt. Well, is he going to get the SCV? Not able to get the SCV, halting that factory. But still getting damage done in the main, recognizing that these Mutalisks without Scienceville now at the 9-minute mark, and we still don't have a starport. This is dangerous, dangerous territory for JYJ. Soma with a 4-worker lead. And the Mutalisks still getting additional SCV kills. JYJ down to 25 workers overall. 3rd gas in place. Hive tech on the way. Soma with a death grip on this one, dropping an evolution chamber. This is one thing with Soma is he'll play defenses so light. You can see still not dropping that additional sunken bottom right. Feeling like, yep, I can defend this no matter what because I'm Soma. Barracks lifted off, another one being added on. That'll be the 3rd. That's right, 3rd at nearly the 10-minute mark. Full control group of Mutalisks being pushed back in mid-map territory. Medic gets picked off in forward field. Got to keep them alive. Looks like one of them slightly low on energy, but still 3 full, so that will be fine. Hygral's waiting to morph into lurkers should they need to, although lurker tech not quite complete. Not sure that it was necessary up to this point. Science facility dropping, double control tower to get those science vessels flowing. But it's potentially going to be too little too late. Soma right now with a 20 supply lead. And continuing to dive in. Science facility isn't even going to get completed. And the Mutalisks doing some damage there might be able to swing around and take it out. This is just buying all the more time for Defiler tech to finish, for more lurkers to come into place. So Hive is up, no Defiler mound as of yet. Science facility just finished. 2 science vessels out on the front. Soma can take his 4th gas top right at leisure. There's really not a lot of ways that JYJ can threaten this unless he transitioned into dropship after this and got really, really lucky. Loading up units with dropship, I don't know that he'd have enough to repel the front, and Soma not going to give him opportunities. Immediately moving a lurker contain out on the front with the Mutalisks. I've loved seeing Soma do this recently, which has been more aggressive Zerg style, which is using the Mutalisks before, while even science vessels are out in the field, using lurkers to do exactly this on the very edge of Marine play, just baiting the Marines in and using them to kind of protect the Mutalisk and get a lot of damage done. And JYJ super pinned in, more lurkers moving up. Both turrets at risk. We do have a science vessel waiting in the wings, but Soma just has too much right now in the natural expansion. Lurker goes down, but JYJ just does not have the troops to finish this off. Once again, looks like that. Yeah, gonna GG right there. Soma takes it. Looking comfortable doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.